back exercises for boxing. Dumbbell prone row.
Prone row is really good because it gets us in a fixed position and can really start to load up them lats and upper back muscles. Now we're going to start off with a bench at 45 degrees. Now a lot of people go for a flat bench. Without that angle, it ends up being quite harsh on that loading there. Whereas like if you can get into a 45 degree position, be able to stimulate the core right there and also get a really good angle, which isn't going to challenge ourselves in that internal rotational humeral head. We're going to get into a 45 degree position, chin just at the top of the bench. Retract the shoulder blades, pull in towards the armpits, elbows tucked in, nice and slow down, and then back up. Depending on the range and what bench that you're on, you can go into perpendicular position and get that twisting. But most people don't have that range on a bench, so I say to just keep the dumbbells parallel. Again, transitioning from that eccentric to the concentric action, keeping the shoulder blades retracted. And we're pulling just into your rib cage there. We're not wanting to go too high. Again, internal rotational humeral head, and also a lot of upper trap dominance. But also, a key one is not to go too low. A lot of people try and do these rows quite low to activate the lats. But with this, we're going to sacrifice two things. One, activation of the upper back muscles, which we're needing because we're wanting to try and get as much volume into that upper back as we can to create a balance between upper body pressing and upper body pulling exercises. Then also, what we're going to sacrifice is load. And we're going to get a lot stronger through increasing the amount of load that we do.
TRX row.
The suspension row is a fantastic exercise for the upper back muscles, but also it's great for shoulder health as well, because we're going to be using these handles, working in different ranges. That's going to be healthier to get our shoulders into a neutral position. So we're going to start off with the handles. We're going to be turned over, then we're going to pull it in to neutral. So that's really important to note before you start doing this TRX row. So making sure that you're turning your fist over, just like you would do on a punch, and then pulling it into neutral, where it's going to be parallel with your body and pulling it into your armpits. Get the feet in position, chest up, shoulders back. This is the start position. Pulling up, back down, keep the core tight, pulling into our armpits, retracting those shoulder blades, keeping them shoulder blades retracted all the way through the movement. We're going through a steady tempo and making sure that we're not pausing for too long at the bottom. And what we normally see in the gym is resting at the bottom. Rest, go again. Rest, go again. We want to see rep after rep, because remember what one of the goals of pulling exercises are: improve the stretch shortening cycle of the upper back muscles to be able to go from an eccentric action to concentric action. So with the TRX row, we're not wanting to pause at the bottom and then go again, because we're not challenging that stretch shortening cycle and that transition between the eccentric and the concentric. So we want to lower down, then pull ourselves up fast. Pull ourselves up.
Split stance row and rotate.
Hips, knees and feet all facing forward from both legs. Slight squat, probably about quarter range here. Not wanting to go half, we're not wanting to go into that full depth there. Going into the quarter range, a little bit of a dip there. Pulling nice and slow on the way back. Trying to increase that rotational range as much as we can. Not wanting to lose that tension going through the scapula there. We're not wanting to go into that full extension and dropping in and dropping forward. We get that full rotation there, but keep the shoulder blade back and down. Keep it level with the shoulder all the way through. What's important as well here is to keep that leg fixed, really pushing through the floor, through the front foot, through the heel of the front foot, and through the toes of the back foot. And you can see that I'm maximizing that rotation whilst keeping that lower body stable.
Kettlebell row and rotate.
For an increased rotation, but keep the shoulder blades retracted, pulling it in, doing a row and rotate variation. Then also what you can do is a fast variation, just like the deceleration, where we're there, pop, there, pop, there, pop, there. What's important with this is to make sure when we're rotating, we're not rotating too far, when we're compensating, going through the lower back, or we're moving our lower body. I'm keeping my feet fixed in position. Still a little rotation, pop, and there, pop, and there.
Pull-ups.
Now, pull-ups are a very common exercise to do, whether you're a combat athlete, boxer, a coach, somebody that's just trying to get in shape. There's a lot of limitations in overhead range and stability in boxing and combat athletes. So we need to be quite mindful on the strategies that we use when we're implementing pull-ups as part of our strength training program. Now, the first thing that I would say is choosing the right grip is really important. We've got a wide grip, we've got a close grip or neutral grip. I encourage most athletes to be using neutral grip. Now, the reason why is because wide grip pull-ups, we're in this externally rotated position. We know from working with hundreds of fighters that boxers are weaker in this externally rotated position. Whereas in a neutral grip position or close grip position, you're getting your hand into this position here, pulling all the way down. We're not challenging external rotation here, and our shoulders are going to be in a much better position. And pulling all the way up, nice and slow down, extending all the way through, pulling into that neutral position and making sure that we're flowing into each rep. What we're not wanting to see is resting at the bottom. Resting, resetting, and then going again. Remember, wanting to challenge that eccentric action, going into the concentric action, pulling it back into your chin. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you are wanting to find out more about our coaching techniques at Boxing Science, go and check out the Ultimate Coaching for Combat Sports workshop. This is the most popular strength and conditioning workshop in boxing and combat sports, where we break down the boxing science training methods that's used with world champions. This has been delivered in multiple locations around the world. Now you can get access with just a click of the button. This is brand new, it's insightful, and it's going to take your coaching and your knowledge of sports science in boxing and combat sports to the next level. Up-to-date research and training techniques presented in online webinars, practical demonstrations, and a 100-page ebook jam-packed full of information and our boxing science training secrets. If you're interested in this, go and check out the link in the description, and you can also get 20% discount using this discount code, Ultimate Coach 20. You can get access to this course at a much cheaper price. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content, including workouts, breakdowns of the training champions, and also your Q&A sessions. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully see you on the next video at Boxing Science.